Hi, this is Gloria Capola, a licensed massage therapist and continuing education provider. Today we're going to review the circulatory system. The cardiovascular system, also commonly known as the circulatory system, it is the only system with access to every living cell of the body. The cardiovascular system is a transport system composed of the heart, blood, vessels, and blood. The heart is the pump that sends the oxygen and nutrient-rich blood out to the body via the arteries and the arterioles. The circulatory system consists of the blood, red and white blood cells, plasma, the fluid comprising approximately 55% of the blood volume, plasma proteins, the heart, the pericardium, the chambers of the heart, the connective tissue, and the cardiac muscle. The blood is a thick red fluid that transports oxygen, nourishment, hormones, CO2, carbon dioxide to the cells and carries away waste products. It helps regulate pH, body temperature, and water content of the cells. Blood is a form of connective tissue. The human body contains up to 10 pints of blood. Red blood cells are formed at a rate of 2 million per second. Let's look at the chambers of the heart. We have a superior and inferior vena cava. We have a pulmonary artery. We have a right and left atrium, a right and left ventricle, a tricuspid valve, a mitral valve, and a pulmonary vein. So the blood comes into the superior or inferior vena cava, into the right atrium, goes through the tricuspid valve, into the right ventricle, up through the pulmonary valve, through the pulmonary artery where it gets oxygenated in the lungs, comes back through the pulmonary vein, into the left atrium, down through the mitral valve, into the left ventricle, up through the aortic valve, and out the aorta into the body. It is the aorta, the artery, that carries the oxygenated blood and nutrients out from the heart into the body. The pericardium is a double membranous serous sac surrounding the heart. The pericardium secretes a lubricating fluid to prevent friction from the movement of the heart. The blood pressure is the force exerted by blood against the inner walls of the vessels. The systolic, the maximum, the diastolic is the minimum pressure of ventricular contraction. A normal pressure of 120 systolic equal the contraction, over 80 the diastolic equal relaxation. Some factors that influence blood pressure are heart action, the volume, the blood discharged from the left ventricle, and the cardiac output, the volume discharged per minute. Other factors that affect the heart rate are emotions, exercise, and temperature. Tachycardia is known as abnormal fast heartbeats. Bradycardia is an abnormally slow heartbeat. Congestive heart failure is when the heart muscle weakens and blood pools in the veins and there's a buildup of fluid, which is called congestion. There's also many causes for heart palpitations. Exercise might be one, anxiety, stress, heart disease, caffeine and nicotine, cocaine, diet pills, hyperventilation, an overactive thyroid, anemia, low levels of oxygen in your blood, medications, or mitral valve prolapse. Let's review the blood flow one more time. The deoxygenated blood enters either through the superior or inferior vena cava into the right atrium. It passes through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle. It then goes through the pulmonary valve where it goes up through the pulmonary artery to the lungs for oxygenation. After that, it returns via the pulmonary vein into the left atrium, through the mitral valve, down into the left ventricle. It then goes up through the aortic valve and out the aorta to the rest of the body, where oxygenated blood and nutrients will now support the entire physical anatomy and physiology. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope this brief review of the circulatory system helps you on your massage exams. This is Gloria Coppola signing off from Massage Pro CE, your continuing education provider.